Well, it looks like Christmas came early for Gail Kim because all of her wishes came true. Because I mean, before she rejoined TNA, she was working with WWE, and over the time, Gail Kim got sick and tired of not being the main event status, and that she believed that she should have been like higher up into like the title contendership, and more featured into storyline with the Divas division. But really, Gail Kim wasn't really doing anything, and I do agree she wasn't really booked properly at all. I mean, I think she had a few matches at WWE Superstars, but other than that, I mean, she wasn't really doing anything except for like an angle when she was like dating Daniel Bryan. But she was on Twitter and she was just ranting about this whole situation about her, and it got to the point where she actually, and during like a battle royale on Raw, I believe, she purposely threw herself out of the ring and just walked away, and that really got everybody's attention because everybody's like, "What the hell just happened?" And then Gail Kim finally explains more in detail that she really wants to be released by WWE and that she quits, WWE, and she wants to move away from the company. But when she states that she quits from WWE, that doesn't really happen until like a little after when they do that transition where they officially release not only Gail Kim but a few other superstars. And then finally, once Gail Kim was released, I guess she was happy, and after a month later, she makes her return to TNA. And during her return, Velvet Sky was the TNA Knockouts champion, and she just became champion after Bound for Glory. And for me, I actually was happy for Velvet Sky because she was with TNA since 2007, I believe, yeah, 2007. And I like to see certain superstars or divas like gain like a title win or win a championship after being so long with the company, whether it be WWE or TNA or another wrestling company. And she finally won, and she made a promo, and then about how she won the championship, and then Gail Kim arrives and ruins the moment, and basically, returns as a heel, and she's siding with Karen Angle and Madison Rayne, and then, basically, Gail Kim is automatically the #1 contender for the Knockouts Championship at Turning Point. And during the weeks that are like building up towards Turning Point, Gail Kim and Madison Rayne end up winning the tag team championships, the knockout tag team championships. And honestly, at first I was pretty confused at why would they do this, but then I was thinking, okay, they might want to make Gail Kim the champion so that she'll look strong when she goes against Velvet Sky. And there wasn't really any build up with the tag team match, and I was kind of disappointed that that happened, but things happen, whatever. And after that, we really don't get to see Velvet Sky that much during this, the weeks leading to Turning Point, except for like one tag team match she had with Mickey James versus, you know, Madison Rayne and Gail Kim. And then we get to Turning Point, and honestly, that match between Gail Kim and Velvet Sky was not good at all. I mean, they could have performed better matches, but you can say it was like both, Velvet Sky's fault and Gail Kim's fault, but they performed poorly. I mean, it was not an enjoyable match, and this seemed like the moves were like a little botchy and everything. It wasn't a good championship title match, and there was a lot of interference too. And personally, I don't like it when you have like interferences happening, especially if a match is bad, and then that just makes it worse. But and in the match, Gail Kim ends up winning the TNA Knockouts Championship, and so not only is Gail Kim the first ever Knockouts champion, but she's the first ever Knockout to win the Knockouts Championship and the Knockouts Tag Team Championship. So in short under, I believe, around 3 to 4 weeks for Gail Kim's return, she won both championships and has all the gold. And that kind of makes me wonder, like, wow, really, TNA? Like, you really would do this? Like, you would really bury your own superstar, Velvet Sky? Because literally, Gail Kim buried Velvet Sky. She had her first title run as a singles competitor. She wins the Knockouts Championship, and then what happens? She gets buried by Gail Kim, and her title reign is meaningless. And to me, and I think to most other fans too, the first title reign is really solidified as like a really important title reign, like really the most important one, because it's your first time being champion. And I thought Velvet Sky would do a good idea, but I mean, I guess some of the writers, they just don't believe that Velvet Sky is the right person. I mean, for love, I mean, what are you doing, man? I mean, you pretty much screwed Velvet Sky over there, but whatever. And then this is one major problem that TNA has, because You see, when every time a WWE superstar or an old WCW superstar arrives to TNA, all the time they are elevated to the main event status. Now sometimes it is supposed to happen, like guys like Sting, Kurt Angle, I guess you can say Scott Steiner, when Kevin Nash had joined. Like you wouldn't expect some of these guys to be elevated to the main event status, but usually when this happens, they always end up getting a title run. Like for instance, like with RVD and Mr. Anderson, Jeff Hardy. What else happened? It's happened Sting, Kurt Angle multiple times. And that's the wrong way to me. That's how TNA goes about with their title changes, because if you want to make your superstars who've been with the company for like since the start sometimes, have been with the company for a good amount of years, and then you bring like some new high profile superstar from WWE and they automatically win the championship, that doesn't make your superstars look good at all. What they should do is they should rival most sometimes, depending on the situation, and use that superstar to elevate your superstar into like a great feud, and that would really help that superstar out and really help your company out and really stand out. But TNA doesn't do that. They automatically put the championship on the person, whoever is arriving from WWE. And I think that's pretty messed up. And one of the reasons why a lot of people dislike TNA, because of things like this. And and it's just funny with Gail Kim's situation. I mean, she was complaining so much how she wasn't in the main event status, and then out of nowhere she gets all the gold in TNA, and that kind of makes TNA look bad. How they, Gail Kim, to some people, she was crying and how, boo hoo, she couldn't win. She was in the main event status, and now all of a sudden she has all the gold. But hopefully they'll do something with Velvet Sky and a good rivalry, and maybe put her back up and still develop Velvet Sky too. But I just think, overall, Velvet Sky got buried by Gail Kim, and that's all I got to say. So, thank you for watching this video. Leave a comments below about the situation. Do you agree with me, disagree with me, or your other thoughts on Gail Kim's return or whatever. And make video responses if you want to. I don't mind. And thank you for watching again. I'll see you guys later.